Hi everyone, it is Miss Margetts here today with a story called Ellie's Dragon. It has been written by Bob Graham. Let's have a look at the blurb and then we can get started. Ellie finds a newborn dragon fresh from the egg on a supermarket shelf. The dragon grows to be very large, house-trained and affectionate. And Ellie grows too. Ooh, okay, this sounds like an interesting story. I was a little bit excited when I came across this story because when you open up the book, you can have a look at when it was published, okay? And remember, we've done some publishing of our own stories. This book, just like your books that you published, was published in 2020, okay? So it's a very new book. A lot of the books I read to you are a little bit older. So, yeah. Okay, hopefully everyone can see the start of that. So it's called Ellie's Dragon. And I do apologise for Kevin barking in the background there. When Ellie was quite young, she found a newborn dragon with its eyes not yet open. It crawled across an egg box. It was pale and luminous with shifting rainbow colours like oil on water. Its little claws tickled in the palm of her hand. It was quite the sweetest thing she had ever seen. She called him Scratch. At home, she made him a bed. Scratch opened his eyes, black as charcoal. His tiny wings shivered. He was flightless as a silkworm. He wants some matches, Mummy. He wants to eat the tops off. Certainly not, replied her mum. You can't play with matches, sweetie. Her mum saw nothing but an empty matchbox and cotton wool. For a time, Scratch lived on the first floor of Ellie's dollhouse. She trained him to use the box of dragon litter. Ellie fed her beast, I'm not sure of this word, nasturtiums. Maybe whoever you're reading with at home can help me with that one. Chilies and burnt toast with barbecue coals for mains. Ellie grew a little and went to nursery. Ali saw him. He's sweet, he said. Actually, I think that little boy's name is Ali, so I might just go back and read that again. Ali saw him. He's sweet, he said. Angie saw him too. He's gorgeous, she said. Cool, added Amber and Luke. But the teacher saw nothing. Ellie grew some more. She turned 5 and she started school. She was so excited that she forgot to take Scratch along. It clear slipped her mind. So Ellie didn't see her dragon's first flight, which was mainly downward. Ellie had her 8th birthday. Ali, Angie and Luke were there. Oh, excuse me. While the candles were still smoking, Scratch ate them. And the same night, when all were asleep, Scratch flew. Ellie's dad came to call for outings on the weekend. He never knew he had an extra passenger or that Ellie shared her popcorn. 2 years later on, Ellie's 10th birthday, Angie, Luke and Ali came for a sleepover. But things were changing for Ellie and Scratch. Ellie still loved her dragon, but Scratch had way outgrown the dollhouse. So had she. Dragons breathe fire. Dragons breathe smoke. Dragons fly. Dragons don't dance. Scratch spent more time dreaming on his fire blanket in the corner. Then Ellie was 11 and Scratch began to fade. With the boom boom of the disco poppy girls in her ears, Ellie could no longer hear the slow pump of air under Scratch's wings. The year after, Ellie could see right through him. On her 13th birthday, Scratch's breath barely melted the icing on the cake. He didn't even eat the candles. What do you think is happening? Have a think about what's happening to Scratch. And then he slipped quietly away into the night. Occasionally, Ellie thought to look for him and almost saw the flick of a tail from the corner of her eye. She thought she smelt smoke or heard a low, fiery furnace over the fence. But Scratch had not gone. Little Sam found him wandering down the high street. Oh, look, there's Sam here, little Sam. A fully grown, house-trained, affectionate dragon just looking for a new home. Super saver. And Scratch will probably live with him for some time to come. Super savers now. Oh, look, there's Sam and Scratch. This is the end of the story. So it's a very interesting story. I'd like you to have a little think about who Scratch was and why Ellie couldn't see Scratch anymore as she grew, and then how Sam ended up looking after Scratch. I'd like you to have a little think about it. And if you'd like to read this story again, I would suggest doing that as well. Okay, have a fabulous day. Bye.